Have you ever wondered how experts identify groups that need extra support to thrive, especially in education? It is a question that guides much of our work toward creating fairer opportunities for everyone. Academically, an underserved community refers to a population group that faces significant systemic barriers to accessing and benefiting from essential resources, services, and opportunities available to the general population. This lack of equitable access often results in disparities in outcomes, such as educational attainment, health, and economic stability, despite individual efforts. The core mechanism behind this definition lies in the concept of systemic disadvantage. It is not just about individual needs, but about pervasive social, economic, and political structures that create and perpetuate inequities. These communities often experience historical marginalization, which leads to limited infrastructure, inadequate funding for public services, and a lack of representation in decision-making processes. Therefore, the definition focuses on these inherent structural obstacles rather than simply individual characteristics. Understanding this academic definition allows researchers, policymakers, and educators to identify specific populations for targeted interventions and resource allocation. For example, when evaluating educational programs, identifying an underserved community means looking beyond mere enrollment numbers to assess whether students within that group are truly receiving the same quality of instruction, support services, and opportunities as their more privileged peers. This involves analyzing data on resource distribution, teacher quality, curriculum relevance, and student outcomes. A key nuance in this definition is the distinction between underserved and underrepresented. While an underrepresented group simply has fewer members in a specific setting than would be expected based on their proportion in the general population, an underserved community actively experiences barriers preventing them from accessing or benefiting from existing resources. For instance, a community might be underrepresented in higher education due to historical biases and still be underserved because the available educational institutions do not adequately meet their needs or address their unique challenges. Ultimately, recognizing underserved communities through this academic lens helps us shift from a deficit-based view, which might attribute disparities to individual failings, to an asset-based and equity-focused approach. This allows for the development of culturally responsive and structurally sound solutions that genuinely empower these communities and foster environments where every individual has a fair chance to reach their full potential.